Today, a candlelight vigil on campus, a stolen wallet, and a marijuana bust. That's all coming up right here, right now, on Spinnaker News. Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Patrick Lloyd, filling in for Tedlin Locke. You're watching Spinnaker News on Spinnaker Television. Last night, a large crowd gathered to mourn the deaths of 3 Muslim students from Chapel Hill, North Carolina. The vigil took place by the Gandhi statue at the Peace Plaza. It started with one candle being lit, and the flame was then passed on to everybody else in the crowd. Some attendees spoke at the vigil, expressing their feelings about the situation. The vigil ended with one final prayer for the victims and their families. The 3 victims were shot to death at a residential complex at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill on Wednesday. On Saturday, a 59-year-old man reported his wallet missing. According to UNFPD, the man was attending a hobby show at the Adam W. Herbert University Center. He placed his wallet on top of a toilet paper dispenser inside a bathroom stall. A few minutes after he left the bathroom, he realized his wallet was missing. He checked the bathroom, but he couldn't find it. Neither University Center staff nor UNFPD could find it either. An announcement was made at the hobby show about the wallet, but nobody came forward. And finally, a marijuana bust at UNF. Can you imagine? Yes, believe it. A UNF student was caught with marijuana and paraphernalia in his car after being pulled over for having a defective exhaust last week. According to UNFPD, the officer noticed the exhaust was very loud and sounded defective, so he pulled him over. When he approached the car, he noticed the smell of marijuana. The officer asked the student about the smell, and according to the police report, the student said, quote, "I know. My uncle keeps telling me that my friends need to stop smoking in my vehicle because the smell doesn't go away," end quote. The officer and another officer who showed up found the following items: 2 empty packages of cigarillos, another package of cigarillos, a glass pipe with marijuana, 2 packages of rolling papers, and a burnt marijuana blunt. The officer issued the student a notice to appear for possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana and possession of drug paraphernalia. Oh yeah, and he also gave him a uniform traffic citation for that pesky old exhaust system. Now it's time for your weather update. For more on that, here's Catherine Marsh.
Good morning, Ospreys, and happy Friday. I'm Catherine Marsh here with your Spinnaker weather update. It's looking a little sunny here on campus this morning, and it's currently 37 degrees. Today we're looking at a high of 52 and a low of 33 with north winds at about 9 to 14 miles per hour. Moving on to tonight, we're still going to see clear skies and temperatures should get as low as 33. Winds will also be settling down at around 5 miles per hour. The surf today is looking pretty choppy, and we're looking at waves at about 2 to 3 feet, which is about waist to stomach high. We've also got moderate risk of rip currents at the north at a high risk rip currents down south near St. Augustine. And for this weekend, temperatures are heating up with a high on Saturday of 63. We also have sunny skies continuing on until Sunday with a high near 52. Well, that's it for today's weather report. Now let's take a look at your weekend forecast.
Thank you, Catherine. Now it's time for your sports update. For more, here's Alex Gatlin.
Good morning, Ospreys. I'm Alex Gatlin, here with your Spinnaker Sports. After a blowout win against JU last Friday, UNF dropped yet another game to USC Upstate 80-63. Though holding strong in the first half, the Spartans overwhelmed the Ospreys 44-27 in the second. The loss drops them to 15-11 overall and 7-2 in conference play. Next game for UNF is this Saturday at Kennesaw State. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. The women fell to the same fate at the hands of the Lady Spartans, taking the loss 59-50. They dropped to 10-14 on the season and 1-8 in conference play. Next game for the Lady Ospreys is also this Saturday against KSU, but this one will be at home. Tip-off is set for 2 p.m. Well, that does it for your Spinnaker Sports. Let's toss it back to Patrick at the desk.
All right, thank you, Alex. Well, that is all the time we have for you today here on Spinnaker News, but for more on the stories reported today and other stories, you can check out unfspinnaker.com. You can also like the Spinnaker on Facebook at facebook.com/UNFSpinnaker, and you can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at UNFSpinnaker. For Catherine Marsh and Alex Gatlin, I'm Patrick Lloyd. Have a great day, UNF.